isn't already using the brand new system.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back and better than ever. I feel like I say that every time I'm back, but whatever, I'm back. But I really am better than ever. It's so crazy. I really do feel like amazing. But I wanted to get on here and just make a video kind of like updating you guys with where I'm at in my life and where I've been, and if I'm still doing YouTube and like what the heck's going on, because I did get really consistent there for a while and then I just completely fell off again. And this is like a thing that happens to me. If you watch my channel, you know it's a thing that happens, and it's so annoying and it's frustrating. But I think where I'm at now is a really good place, and I'm really excited and motivated, and I've had some real time to kind of like go through all my crap and like get to this place where I'm feeling really good where I'm at in my life and really excited. And so yeah, let's get into it. So I definitely made a video about, I'm gonna say like 3 weeks ago now, a updated skincare routine video. I made that video while I was really going through it, man. I was going through it. I was at this really weird precipice in my life where I was still really hunting deeply for a new job, and also trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life and how that could align with the current job that I would be taking. And I was also just having a really hard time. Like, I will be completely honest, the whole point of my channel, as I always say, is like transparency and authenticity. And you know, I was really having a hard time with my mental health struggles. So essentially I lost my health insurance plan, and so therefore I was uninsured for a long time. Actually, it felt like a really long time. I think it was like a few months, and I couldn't see my psychiatrist, my therapist, my just regular doctors, and I've had a lot of health issues randomly lately. So I have a lot of doctors that I have to go to, and it was a lot, and I was really struggling. And every single day was like I was searching for jobs and searching for health insurance and searching for a new therapist and all this different stuff, and it was really, really tough. And then you just got your regular normal life stuff, like being in a relationship and wanting to spend time with your family and your friends and keeping up with your apartment and all the normal stuff. And so it was just a lot on my plate. And at this weird age that I'm at, of kind of like, there's a lot of pressure in society to like figure out what you're doing. Like, a lot of people my age are actually in careers already that they know that they want to do for the rest of their life, or they're at least in stepping stones. But I think the thing that they don't really remind you of is that there are a lot of people that aren't. And it doesn't really matter what age you're at, it's just about finding your happy. And I think I always keep that message, and I always tell other people that message, but I think I have a hard time like reminding myself that I can't really compare myself to other people and what stage I'm supposed to be at and what society tells me where I should be. And it's really about finding what makes me happy and what I want to do with my life. And I think especially as a young woman living in New York, the cost of living in New York is insane, and it's just hard to make a way. But I think life of living in New York comes with a certain sacrifice, and a lot of times that is in your job, because a lot of times you can't find the job that you want that will make you happy, that will make you enough money to sustain a life in New York City. And it's this whole balance, and it can be tough. But essentially I went through this like tough period of time. Like, honestly, the last 2 years of my life have been insane. Like, if you guys go back to my channel, there was a period where all of my videos were positive and manifesting, and yes, I was still going through stuff and I was still sharing that, but I was really in a good headspace, and I had a job that I loved, and I have had my first 2 jobs that I had out of school besides nannying, I loved them, and I was so happy, and I was paid way more than I ever imagined I could be paid, and it was like, I was spoiled, and it was amazing. And then things turned around, and like, honestly, the last 2 years have just been up and down and all over the place, and I've definitely had so much good during that time as well, and I've met so many great people, and I've been surrounded with such love and joy and happiness, so there's that as well. But it's also been like some of the toughest, actually 2 of the toughest years of my life, I would say. So anyway, so I digress. But 2 years of really just a tough time, and then I ended up finding myself in a situation where I was working at a temp job for 6 months, like an administrative temp job, and I was incredibly unhappy. Over time, I really just became more and more unhappy, and then I fell into a depression, and it was really, really, really tough, and my anxiety was worse than ever, and I just knew I needed to make a change, and I needed to find a different job. And I also knew that I needed to kind of dive into what it was that I wanted to do with my life. And so, guys, I was searching for a job. I was job hunting for months and months. Like literally months and months and months. Like maybe almost like 4 months. Actually, no. I honestly, like, I was on and off searching before I even got that job. And then I started, like, a month into that job, I started searching again. And then I, like, slowed down, and then I started searching again. So it was like, but then when I really went hard, I was like, okay, I know I have to make a change. That was like a good, like, 3 months of really deep searching, and it was really, really, really tough. So what I found throughout that time was I actually found what I wanted to do with my life. So I have like 2 directions that I have in my life, like my creative direction and then my businesswoman direction. And it's hard because I never really could see how the 2 could coexist. Whereas it's funny because I tell everyone else, duh, you can do both, duh, you can do it all. But for myself, I just struggled so much with actually seeing how those 2 could coexist and how I wouldn't have to give up one for the other or something like that. So anyway, in my time, during this journey, I really found that I do want to pursue this lifelong dream that I've had, and I won't say it because it's a dream that's very near and dear to my heart, and I am trying to like really be mindful and thoughtful about this process of pursuing this dream, because it is something that is not like a common thing that anyone would pursue, that everyone would pursue. It's not a common direction, and I don't think a lot of people in my life really ever knew that this is like a dream that I've always had. And the other issue is that that dream sort of conflicts with this whole like YouTube thing, and so I don't know, I'll get into it at some point when I'm feeling comfortable, but I hope you guys will understand that it's just something that I really, it's like a precious little, I just don't want to like taint it or something. I really can't explain. Oh my gosh, I really can't explain. But the point is, it's a creative dream essentially that I really want to pursue. And I kind of realized, like, I always tell everyone, follow your dreams. Like, you should be pursuing what it is that you've always dreamed of that you want to do if you really love it. And so then I was like, wait, I'm not doing that. And then I was like, I know what, if anyone ever asked me, what is the one thing that you would want to, if you could be any job that you had in the entire world that you've ever dreamed of, what would you want to do? And I knew the answer to that, and I wasn't doing anything to pursue that. And I felt like what's going on? And like, come on, like, you're literally always telling people to follow their dreams. Why aren't you following yours? But then the other problem was that because part of I had like another dream as well in another direction, which wasn't really mainly like a dream, but just more of like a career path thing, which was I wanted to be in the marketing industry, and I wanted to kind of eventually own my own business or what have you. But I knew that I wanted to do something in marketing, and I knew that I wanted to kind of go in the direction of being an executive. I just felt like I knew that's something that I could do with my life, and I wanted to do that. So like the businesswoman like track really like I was really attracted to that, and I always like felt some sort of pull towards that. Anyway, so essentially during my little like hiatus from YouTube and my whole like shenanigan of a life situation, I figured out that I can do both of these things, and I just have to be mindful about it and figure out the way that it works for me in my life. And I also figured out that, you know, I do love YouTube, and I've loved YouTube. I never loved, if you guys know, the aspect of like having to like sell yourself in a way. That was really always hard for me, which is funny because I'm like interested and I love marketing, and now that's my job. Oh yeah, so I should mention, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. Sorry guys, this is not a pre-planned video. But my new job is in marketing, and it is amazing. It's a remote job, so I work from home, and it is like, it makes me so happy. I feel like I'm doing exactly what I knew I always had the potential to do, and going in a direction I knew that I always could or would, and I just never was given that opportunity, and I was never taken seriously in this industry, in this tech startup industry. And I feel like I finally found that opportunity, and I feel so blessed and so fortunate, and it's perfect because it's remote and I get to structure my own day. And it's just, it's a lot. It's so much work. I literally fall into imposter syndrome all the time. I'm like, wait, can I actually do this? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Why would I ever think I could do this? But I freaking can do it, and I'm freaking gonna do it. But anyway, so back to what I was saying about the YouTube thing, is that like I always had a struggle with like selling myself aspect of it, but I always just loved getting on here and just talking and sharing my life with people. And I loved when I started to get a following. Like, thank you guys so much for all of you guys who follow me. It's like still insane to me that people actually follow my content and actually enjoy it. Like, it just makes me so happy. Like, it's insane. But thank you guys so much for all of your support, because really, like, you don't even understand. Like, there were times when I was struggling through this period of 2 years that I've told you guys about, and like, I just randomly would get checks from YouTube, and I would be like, people are still supporting me, following me, even though I've like not been as consistent or the best content creator that I wanted to be, or even when I went on hiatus. And like, that like extra money in my bank account was like sometimes a godsend. So like, thank you guys really for supporting me. And here I go on another tangent, but essentially my point is that I had a hard time with the selling yourself part of YouTube, and like having to like use my Instagram as a marketing tool and all that sort of stuff. I really didn't feel like that was authentic to me in a way. So I kind of struggled with that. And then when I did start to find real success on YouTube, and I started to get people messaging me, and well, because I opened myself up and I said, hey guys, I want to communicate with you guys, I want to be a source of support. And I did actually get people like reaching out to me, and I got so many DMs, and just keeping up with the DMs from my friends, and then the DMs from people that were finding me on YouTube, and then keeping up with text messages and just all of that. Yeah, that really threw me, and I had a really hard time. I felt so overwhelmed. I felt like I couldn't give anyone the proper attention that I need. Like, when I would get a DM, I wanted to respond with a really mindful, thoughtful reply, and I wanted to take the time, but I would get so anxious that all the DMs would just build up, and I just would never end up replying. And so I'm sorry if any of you guys are watching and that happened to you. Like, I swear, it's just, I wanted so badly to be that person, and I think I can be. I think it also was like where I was in my life, and I was having a hard time managing it. But the whole aspect of kind of being an online personality, and especially when it comes to YouTube and social media, I struggled with that a little bit. But I think I just really honestly need to stay true to my heart and what I wanted and I always wanted on my content, which is to be a source of support, joy, laughter, I don't know, everything positive to anyone who just happens to come across my channel, and share my crazy life journey with all of you guys, and to just always be completely 100% authentic. And if I do that and stick to that, then that's all that matters, really. And so yeah, I think I got really freaked out, and I got really scared, and I almost like, I already like have such bad anxiety, but then also feeling like a pressure to kind of like keep in contact with people or like respond to people added that pressure. And then also like the comments on my channel, and just like the actual growth really freaked me out. And I think it pushed me away more from YouTube already, and like made me into like, I went into like a little corner, and I wasn't even really social that much with my friends, and like in real life I just got so like anxious, and like I became a bit of like a recluse. And anyway, now I'm back, and I really am just gonna keep making content and staying true to that purpose of why I make content, and also just share things I love with you guys, like apartment hunting. And so if you guys watch me, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm back again apartment hunting, because what is my freaking life? But I'm so excited. It's so funny because I'm literally so excited as always, but this time, and I feel like I've said this before, but this time genuinely, like, we are looking for an apartment that we can stay in for like years and like create a home for ourselves. So I'm really, really excited about that, and obviously I'm gonna share it with you guys. We actually found our dream place, and we had to pass on it because we had to pay an insane amount of money up front, and we couldn't afford it. Like, I'll be fully transparent, it was upwards of $10,000, and we just couldn't hack it with our current situation. So, and also just financially with our current situation, if we could hack it, it would have not made sense. Like, it would have been a bad financial decision on our part. So we had to let that one go. But oh, I don't even think I took a video of it, but if I did, I'll share it with you guys. Anyway, so yeah, I'm working this new job. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited also to get back into YouTube, and I'm very excited about this apartment hunting thing. I even want to do a little series, because I'm going to, while I'm working this new job, since it is remote, to kind of switch things up, I'm going to go to a coffee shop, a new coffee shop, like every, I don't even know, I haven't picked the cadence, but I'm gonna try to go to a new coffee shop at least like once a week. And I figured I'll like review the coffee shops for you guys, because that could kind of be cool. I don't know, let me know if you like that. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to give you guys like a little bit of an update where I've been and what I plan on doing. Yes, I plan on continuing with YouTube. I've decided after a lot of thinking, there's a time where I really thought like, okay, I'm just like not gonna do YouTube anymore because this is too much for me. And I don't even think it can align with my dream of what I want to do with the rest of my life. So I was kind of like, I might just have to give it up. But then I'm like, what? No, like I don't have to give it up. I can do it. I can do it well, and I can do it on my terms. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, sending all the light and love this universe has to offer your way.
On one person already using the brand new system.